Across the country, massive, power-hungry data centers are rapidly sprouting up everywhere to process the unprecedented artificial intelligence boom. In Maryland, Amazon Web Services is evaluating a plan to build a sprawling new server campus right next to the Calvert Cliffs nuclear power plant. Amazon's pitch to the local community is highly appealing. They project hundreds of high-paying jobs and state that the facility requires zero new water to cool its servers. They even cite studies claiming this expansion won't raise residential electricity bills. The federal government is actively backing projects like this. Through recent executive orders, Washington is slashing environmental red tape and fast-tracking permits to guarantee American dominance in AI. Reading corporate brochures and federal mandates, the AI infrastructure build-out looks like a frictionless economic miracle. But researchers looking at the physical footprint of existing server farms are documenting a different reality. This chart shows the surface temperatures around massive data center complexes. Scientists have found these facilities generate localized heat islands, driving local temperatures up to 16.4 degrees higher and affecting neighborhoods up to 6 miles away. At the same time, local power grids across the West are straining under the immense electrical load, and states like Maine are moving to ban new data center construction entirely. How do highly credentialed engineers and scientists look at the exact same physical buildings and publish completely opposing environmental metrics? We are looking at curated realities. To understand which one is accurate, we have to find a new way to measure the data. This pattern isn't new. In the 1990s, scientists grappled with another invisible output: cell phone radiation. Dr. Henry Lai, a researcher at the University of Washington, was studying whether the low-level microwave radiation from those phones damaged DNA. When he reviewed the broad scientific literature on the topic, the consensus looked perfectly divided. Exactly half the studies found a biological effect, and the other half found nothing. This diagram shows what happened when Lai split the data based on who paid for the research. 70% of independent studies identified a radiation risk, while only 30% of industry-funded studies found one. This funding filter reveals a clear pattern. In high-stakes technological research, the outcome is highly predictable if you know who wrote the check. Apply that diagnostic filter to Amazon's claim that its Maryland data center requires zero new water. By tapping directly into cooling water the nuclear plant already pulled from the Chesapeake Bay, the data center technically draws no new water. But this omits the full ecological loop, pumping millions of gallons of superheated water back into the bay. That corporate framing is now being amplified by a federal administration that has identified AI infrastructure as a top national security priority. This shift in priority has realigned federal grant funding. Scientists seeking support for environmental studies find that keywords like climate or emissions can trigger administrative reviews that stall their projects, forcing researchers to rebrand their work as energy dominance just to keep their labs open. Meanwhile, independent federal research branches are being restructured. New directives require that data pass through political appointees for final sign-off before it reaches the public. When corporations fund the initial research and political appointees review the final reports, the public is left with a consensus that is technically accurate but functionally misleading. This leaves local communities in a data vacuum. They can no longer rely on official projections to tell them how much these facilities will drain their local resources. In response, state lawmakers are rejecting the federal government's sunny forecasts and ignoring the tech industry's voluntary pledges of good behavior. This map illustrates the growing rebellion. 27 states, including California, Ohio, and Utah, are advancing legislation to legally force data centers to pay for their own grid upgrades and accurately report their water usage. Because the federal scientific consensus is compromised, the burden of protecting America's power grids and water supplies falls entirely on local lawmakers. The AI arms race is only accelerating, which means the flood of industry-backed environmental safety studies is just beginning. When evaluating the true cost of this infrastructure boom, the most vital metric to check isn't the gigawatts of power or the gallons of water. It's the name on the check that funded the science.